Yes.
Story, another day.
Traveling.
Traveling, you know.
Ibn Battuta, you know Ibn Battuta?
What?
Ibn Battuta, he was a traveler from Morocco. He traveled around the world.
Well, with
We
my
need
baby
him-
and
I need
my
his
wife,
travel card.
We've been traveling and we've been in different countries and we've seen a lot of things, but talking to people about God, man.
Yeah.
Because for me, Flat Earth helped me realize that I am.
Yeah, but
we're at the
what's your
center
name
of
again? I forgot your
creation.
name. Dave, what I'm saying.
Trinity 4 on
Da-
YouTube.
Da-
by
Da-
the way.
Da-
Trinity
Da-
4.
Dave, what I would say to you,
Trinity.
talking about God is good, but you have to talk about God based upon knowledge. Because one of the crimes against God,
Yeah.
the worst crime
Yeah.
against God, when you speak about Him without knowledge. And that knowledge has to come from the Creator, and that knowledge which is kept pure without any intervention of any human being which is in the Islamic legislation. You know, one of the miracles of the Quran that Allah mentioned the Quran, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّنَّا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. We have made Quran easy to be memorized. That statement was 1,400 years ago. No way that statement came from a man who knows about everything. It comes from the one who created everything. Now, if you go to Africa, come to Europe, Britain, America, Asia, children, Muslim children at the age of 9, 10, 11 memorize the Quran word for word, letter for letter. What is very interesting and very amazing that even some Muslims don't know Arabic language, yet when they read the Quran, they read it perfectly. They pronounce it perfectly. Why? Because that speech is not speech of human being, it's speech of the creator of everything. So that is one of the miracles of the Quran that Allah made it easy. Same miracle is another miracle which Allah mentioned He will preserve the Quran. If the Jews and the Christians and the Hindus and the Sikhs, all of them decides to burn their scriptures, the only scripture will remain with us and be protected and preserved is the Quran, because the Muslims memorized it. We are not in need to rely on a manuscript. You understand? Let me tell you something. Sorry, Dave, for taking your time. Yeah, you know what is about Islam? Prophet Muhammad, who existed 1,400 years ago, who couldn't read and write, he came with the legislation is a perfect way. Listen, Islam came to preserve 5 things. And I'll let you speak. Just listen to this, yeah? 5 things. Islam came to preserve religion. What does that mean? Religion means Islam, paganism, polytheism is forbidden. Islam pays great attention to monotheism, to worship God alone. Because when you have no God in your life, you start following your desires. And the outcome of that we can see in our society. Men wake up if it's a woman, woman wake up if it's a man, someone wakes up if it's a dog, that one if it's a Congolese. You know, it's crazy. That's the reality. Wallahi. You know, so when you have no, you lose our way. Thank you, Dave. When you have no God, that's the outcome of it. So Islam, because we know that Islamically, Allah knows that, so there's a barrier against that. That someone come to play around with Islam, coming in, out. No, there's a barrier against that. Secondly, Islam came to preserve intellect. That's why alcohol and drugs forbidden. Thirdly, Islam came to preserve wealth. That's why interest and gambling is forbidden. Islam came to preserve marriage and lineage. That's why fornication, adultery is forbidden. Islam came to preserve life. That's why killing people unjustly is forbidden. These 5 things, the opposite of that, if we do not protect them and put barriers, we will destroy our societies. Alcohol, polytheism, drugs, gambling, interest, destroy societies, fornication, adultery. Yes, some people are making money out of that, of these vices, of gambling, interest make the rich richer and the poor poorer, So that's why now you're gonna understand why there is a huge war against Islam from different parts of the world. Do you know why? Because those who are in power, they see Islam as a threat for their business, because they know Islam is good for us individually and collectively, came to protect us individually and collectively. But the evil ones who want to make money from the suffering of the people, they don't like that, because they are rich. What they're doing, they are utilizing their wealth to make Islam look bad through the media, even though I just have broken down for you how Islam is a perfect way of life. So how a man that couldn't read and write existed 1,400 years ago, he came with a perfect way of legislation. But we have these politicians who studied in the best universities around the world, yet they cannot resolve the problem, because that man, he's a messenger of the Most High. Does it make sense?
It makes sense, but I think that those people in government are intentionally misleading us.
No doubt.
So that we never.
Not all of them, but some of them, no doubt.
To that higher.
And while they're deceiving, they stop you to become Muslim and try to turn you away from Islam, because they know Islam is true. Christianity is gone. Judaism is a tribal god. That's why the only religion that is preventing this crazy ideological ways upon mankind is Islam. That's why there's a huge war against Islam. So what I'm saying to you, Dave, I agree with a lot of things you're saying, but Dave, you have to step back as well. Yes, it's good to have the people, but first start with ourselves. What is my relationship with our Creator? Like I mentioned, imagine, Dave, you're in the house. Imagine you go to work today, you sleep in your room, you wake up, there's a fire everywhere. Everywhere there's a fire. And I came and I saved your life. You gave up. You couldn't save yourself. You tried your best, but you couldn't. You gave up. I saved you. What would you say to me at least? Would you thank me? You're gonna remember me, bro. I saved your life. So why we are not grateful and remember who gave us a life for free?
I've been 2.5 years homeless without any income. I thank God every day.
Alhamdulillah. But you need the correct way.
I've had to sleep outside one night in 2.5 years.
But you have somewhere to
I've
stay
stayed
now.
in more than 50 different places.
You have somewhere to stay now.
Right now, yep, I got a place to stay.
If you need help, we're here.
Thank you, brother.
No, seriously.
Even
if you're gonna become Muslim, we'll help you. Alhamdulillah.
Even though, yeah,
we don't help you. We don't help you because you're not conditioned to become Muslim. No, even not gonna become Muslim.
Actually, brothers,
We help
this is
you.
the truth of it. Is that,
So, wallahi, you're very close to Islam.
I think that what.
Can someone give me a knife,
What
man?
happens?
Let's force
You
him.
won't know this about me, but at 19 years old in 1987, I went to war in Angola.
You told me that.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember you said you were in the army.
So I know that we're always being kept. It's not about. There was no Islamic thing there. It was just another capitalism, communism thing, right?
Yeah.
And then we've had these world wars, and then the Islamic wars, and so on.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a controlling hand that looks to keep all of us in a state of dis-ease, in a state of mistrust of
Panicking. Yeah.
Keep you in borders,
Confusion.
segment countries up there where there's differences between the Sunni, Shia, and so on.
Not just that, Dave, not just that. Even the music, that's what you see there. That is one of the ways to keep us busy from the true meaning of purpose of life, entertainment. And the Romans, hear me out, the Romans, sorry to cut you, Dave, the Romans, what they used to do, the Romans they used to do this type of entertainment to legislate new rules upon the people. So this entertainment, but look what they say, why you are against entertainment is to make the people feel good. And when the people hear that, and you say no, be aware, they're gonna say no, you're against entertainment. No problem, be good, feel good, take your children, have a nice time with them, but there's some type of entertainment is turning you away from the most interested and the most obvious and the most important thing, to be grateful, to be the servant of the Most High.
It's designed with that, and the word entertainment is 3 words: enter, retain, or tain, meant, mind. Enter and hold your mind. That's really what they're about.
You have to be careful.
So but the thing is, I'd say it like this. Okay, so there's some sort of devil thing going on, right? There's some sort of dark agenda going on.
No doubt.
That puts the music
100%.
into the children's minds. It alters the frequency of the music to 432, whatever, 440 hertz.
100%.
So this is on purpose.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, that's bad, but maybe it's also a test. Is that we're told
It is a test.
I'm going to offer you. You're going to go down there.
But nothing can, sorry Dave, nothing can save us, brother Dave. Dave, nothing can save us from that except by going back to Islam. Islam is a solution for mankind. Wallahi, look, these countries, not this country, not just Britain, around the world, we are in darkness. You know why? Because we turn away from the Islamic legislation is a perfect way of life. Islamic legislation, how man, like I said, a man by himself, he comes with the rules and the regulation and the law for economy, for the war, for peace, for this, for that. You know, when you have a state, when you have a country, you need experts for different fields. By yourself, you cannot know everything. Prophet Muhammad, he built the best and the strongest civilization in the world. The Islamic civilization, I don't know if you study about Islamic civilization, Andalusia, Baghdad, Al-Hikmah and so on. It was the best civilization. And what happened? When the Christians came to our country, they took our books, our works, and they stole them, and they changed the names, and they put names in English language for the people to not know. However, there's a commentary in Germany, they did it in Dutch language, but it's been translated, showing how many books, how many discoveries that the Western world attributed themselves in the reality was invented by the Muslims in Andalusia. You understand? So my point here, forget all of this. The point here is focus on yourself. Am I worshipping my Creator? That's what I would tell you.
In a journey,
Inshallah. I have to go, Dave, inshallah. But hopefully I see you, man. You want to take my number, Dave?
Yeah, one of the things
take my
about
number.
Flat Earth.
I'm going to get you to my friend to meet him the Arf.
Do
you have a number in it?
I have a number there.
Is your number?
Yeah, just through that website.
You're going to meet my friend. He loves this Flat Earth thing. He wants me to believe in it as well.
Awesome. Well, we know what, because then once you look into that, you look into things like mud flood. Like we see these old buildings that are 2-3 stories under the ground. And we built on London, we built on Liverpool, we built on all these cities where there's towns underneath the ground. So we wonder whether 400 or 500 years ago there wasn't a Noah's flood type moment. But that's
inshallah. But focus what I said, inshallah. But what I would say to you, the belief that you have in your heart is the belief of a Muslim.
Yeah.
Muhammad is a true prophet. Yeah. So why don't you declare it?
Well, because it's about taking sides. I don't want to take sides.
No, Dave, no. Taking side as long you take the side of people of truth. That's the reality. That's the dunya. It's the life. The life, either you're gonna be with the people of truth or people of falsehood. Because imagine Dave, I said to you, look, I don't want to take side about the issue of the earth. You're gonna tell me no. You have to take the side as long as the side of the truth,
I'm on the side of God.
which is Islam. Yes, that's the reality.
Well, I mean,
Cannot be Christianity.
Some people would say it's an Abrahamic faith. Hey,
Abrahamic
Like
faith,
an
he was a Muslim.
extension of that. But,
Abraham was not Christian.
but they don't cover all of God's creation. Right? Like
Islam covers
Hindu
everything.
and all the others.
Now Hinduism is made up things.
And, you know,
It is.
I don't know. I can't know.
Well, Hinduism is not even a religion. It's not Hinduism. You
so
can't even
like a
trace
place
it back.
where
It's a
people-
joke. It's not a joke, but it's a political ideology. You know, Buddhism is the same thing. But isolate yourself, leave the world. No, Prophet Muhammad came. That's what I'm saying. The best is, if you want to be with God, is in Islam.
I love the faithfulness of the Muslim man. I do. I admire.
Become
it.
Muslim before it's too late, bro. I have to tell you that, Dave.
Maybe in the fullness of time. We'll see
Inshallah,
what
man.
happens.
Dave, look after
Inshallah.
yourself. Nice meeting you, bro. Hopefully,
you
I see you
guys.
again, inshallah. Okay.